understand that the president's out of the country. I appreciate the chance to talk. And I'm happy to do this all on the record if you want, or do this all on the record. Okay, well, I'm happy to do that. I'm coming here because the Supreme Court, by a 9-0 ruling, said that the Trump administration had to facilitate the return of Mr. Abrego Garcia. So my question to you and your government is, will you release him so that he can go get the due process that he rightfully deserves in the courts of the United States?
As the President Bukele said, El Salvador is not able to take any action regarding the case because the case is in the U.S. and usually we do not express any opinion on domestic affairs. The situation is in the United States institution, Supreme Court, administration. I mean, the ball is in your court. Once the case will be resolved, definitely, and there will be clear instruction regarding this case or any other cases. El Salvador government applying our principles because we are trying to build a rule of law. Of course, we will act accordingly. But so far, the situation is in an unsolved case in the States. So my answer is, once you solve this problem over there, we are ready to follow whatever will be indicated according to our principles and the law, because we try to follow the law in any particular actions. So that could be a straight answer to your question. At this current moment, we cannot take any actions because the case is still in the United States situation.
So the administration has conceded in court that he's been illegally abducted. But with respect, there's nothing in my view. What is it that would keep the government of El Salvador from releasing him? I mean, is he being charged under your law?
No, but my question could be the same. What is your recommendation to El Salvador government? We can take him to the airport and ask an airline to take him to the States.
Yeah.
You think the airline would take a person without passport?
No.
What kind of visa he would carry? If you think that operationally we can release a person without any papers, without any visa, that's what the President Bukele said. We cannot smuggle a person to the United States because if we send a person without a visa, tourist visa, working visa, student visa, what kind of visa we call to get legally into the state? And that is really a big concern for us.
No one's asking him to smuggle him in the United States. We're simply asking that they open the door of SCOTUS and let him get on the plane that Attorney General Bondi says the United States will send here. So let me be very clear, Mr. Vice President. We want this man, who our courts have said was illegally abducted from the United States, to be just released. Let me ask you this. Do you have any evidence that Mr. Abrego Garcia has committed crime? I mean,
How come I have?
well, you just said this is a prison for the worst of the worst, right? These are for the hardened criminals.
We don't know.
Is he a hardened criminal?
We don't qualify those persons who are there. We
But
just take them.
You're taking them because the United States government is paying you to keep them there.
Exactly, that's it.
Right.
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
if the person that you send is not a criminal, is not whatever, I mean, it is up to you. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to express any opinion because it should be that I will be involved in internal affairs of the United States. But it is up to you. That's what I'm saying. The ball is in your court. When you solve the problem, just come here. And we will follow the law. Bottom line is, this is an issue that has to be solved in the United States. We cannot express any opinion on that case because it is up to you.
I'm asking whether you have any evidence that this individual committed a crime that he's in CCOT for, and the answer is no. And so the question is, why is he being detained there? And your answer is that there's this arrangement to be paid
he
by...
came in a group. We don't have any individual files that we can do with you. Now, our deal is not that we were reviewing file for file, case by case, to accept them. We have a deal with the US government. They send people, we host them, they pay, and that's it.